Alright, number 18, we got a quadratic function and we've got a whole lot of stuff to do with it. First part A says express it in standard form. Don't worry about that part. Okay, you can find the vertex using the vertex formula instead, so don't worry about the standard form part for the test. Okay, on part B, the first thing we want to find is the vertex. So remember our formula there is negative b over 2a. It's the x coordinate, and then we take that number and we plug it into f to get the y coordinate. Okay, so here our b is 4, so our vertex we're going to have negative 4 over 2 times a, which is just 1. So the x coordinate here is negative 4 over 2, or negative 2. So then we need to find f of negative 2. So we're going to plug that into our function, so make sure you use parentheses, it's a negative number. We've got negative 2 squared plus 4 times negative 2 plus 3. So negative 2 squared is 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. We've got plus 3. So 4 minus 8 is negative 4. Plus 3, we get negative 1. So our vertex is at negative 2, negative 1. So that would be our first box over here. Okay, the next thing we want are the x-intercepts. To find the x-intercepts, we take the function, set it equal to 0, and then solve for x. Okay, so our function is x squared plus 4x plus 3. So we're going to set that equal to 0 and solve for x. You can do quadratic formula here, but this one's pretty easy to factor if we want to factor it. So we need factors of 3 that add together and give us 4. So that would be plus 1 plus 3. We set both of these equal to 0 and solve for x. So we get negative 1 and negative 3. And as points, remember these are x-intercepts, so our y value will be 0. So we'll have negative 1, 0, negative 3, 0. Okay, the final thing we need is the y-intercept. Okay, so for the y-intercept, you plug in 0 for x. And on this one, it's really easy because if you plug in 0 for x, the first term is 0, the second term is 0, and our y-intercept is 3. Okay, so here our y-intercept is a point. Remember the x-coordinate will be 0, and the y-coordinate will be 3. Okay, so then we want to make our graph. Okay. So our vertex is at negative 2, negative 1. Okay, we know some other points. We know 0, 3 is on our graph. This is a parabola, so we can go 2 units over to the left. We also get the point negative 4, 3 is going to be on our graph. If you want to get some other points, all you have to do is pick an x value, plug it into the function that we started with, and see what you get for y, and you can get some more points. But these are enough. We'll get something like this. Okay, we got one more step here. We want to find the domain and the range. Okay, so the domain for all quadratic functions, you can plug in any x value you want to, so it's negative infinity to positive infinity. The one that's a little more interesting is the range. Here, so we think about the y values for the range. So what's the smallest y value that we can have? We can start at negative 1. And then how big do our y values get? It goes forever, so infinity.